This Tiger Woods prophecy video is one of the most important videos on this channel. It is long, but patiently go through the information in this video. Through this section of his big picture of signs, God has communicated a specific and most important and relevant message that everyone needs to know immediately. It is very important that you watch the entire video all the way to its end. This will sound very strange, but the car crash of Tiger Woods and his great comeback win of the 2019 Masters tournament and his victory at the Zozo Championship in Japan, which tied the all-time record for most PGA Tour wins in a career, is a prophecy that is predicting that Kamala Harris will die in a plane crash that will be caused due to a bird strike on precisely January 14th, 2022. After Harris's death, she will be replaced by Barack Obama. The date that this video is posted proves that this prediction was made ahead of time, as does this timestamped email and forensic notes PDF. If you are skeptical, please email me and I will forward these to you. It has been known since the autumn of 2020 that she will die in a plane crash. But as can be seen in this email, it was known since before August that she would die precisely on January 14th, 2022. This is a teaser clip to make you aware of this prediction and the full video, which is the Tiger Woods crash prophecy video. Watch every minute of every video on this channel. Check the description box below this video. In order to confirm that God is using Tiger Woods in his end times judgment warning signs, let's begin with a brief introduction to a couple of God's prophetic signs involving Tiger Woods. These signs confirm that God has used the GOAT of golf, Tiger Woods, in his prophetic end times judgment warning signs. Tiger's first major tournament win was the 1997 Masters, in which he won by a record 12 strokes. The number 12 symbolizes the church, and the tournament named Masters symbolizes Lord Jesus Christ. He won this tournament on April 13th, 1997. Tournaments are typically 4-day events, and the date April 11th was part of the 1997 Masters tournament. April 11th, 1997 was one of a number of April 11th dates on which a prophetic sign occurred that confirmed that Jesus was crucified on the date April 11th. On April 11th, 1996, comet Hyakutake, otherwise known as the Great Comet of 1996, passed over the star named Algol in the night sky. Coincidentally, the next year, on April 11th, 1997, comet Hale-Bopp also crossed over Algol. Algol is colloquially known as the demon star. In ancient astrology, it was known as one of the unluckiest stars. Historically, the star has received a strong association with bloody violence across a wide variety of cultures. Not only did these two great comets pass over Algol on the same calendar date 1 year apart, but their paths were perpendicular to each other, thus engendering a cross and symbolizing Christ's crucifixion on this date, April 11th. Exactly 22 years after Tiger Woods won his first major tournament, the 1997 Masters, he won his last major tournament, the 2019 Masters. The media headlines and stories lauded Woods' comeback. Woods had fallen from grace, and he had endured many years of personal and physical hardships and setbacks, including numerous medical surgeries, for example. His body had been metaphorically beaten and bruised, but his Masters win in 2019 was a dramatic comeback that the entire world took notice of. His comeback from a beaten, bruised body symbolized the resurrection of Christ after his crucifixion, and this comeback was exactly 22 years after his first win that coincided with the two great comets that symbolized Christ's crucifixion. Exactly 22 years separated these two wins, and this number 22 symbolized the second coming of Lord Jesus Christ. Tiger Woods' comeback 2019 Masters win was a second coming of the Master, Lord Jesus Christ, prophetic sign. The date he won the Masters tournament in 2019 was Nisan 10 in the Hebrew calendar, which is the date that Jesus officially arrived in his first coming. On the same date Tiger Woods won the 2019 Masters, actress Bibi Andersson died. She starred in the iconic Ingmar Bergman movie named The Seventh Seal. In his prophetic signs, God also used the death of Max von Sydow, who also starred in this movie. The name The Seventh Seal comes from the book of Revelation and regards the seven seals of judgment on the world in the end times period that precedes the second coming of Lord Jesus Christ. Also on this Nisan 10 date in 2019 was the 9-hour church roof fire on Notre Dame Cathedral and the fire on the royal portico area of the Temple Mount. On Nisan 10, Jesus cleansed the royal portico area of the Temple Mount, and these signs together communicated that Jesus will be cleansing his church in the end times period before his return. In the end times, Jesus will cleanse his church through the test of faith from the Antichrist and the mark of the Antichrist. The mark of the Antichrist is the inverse of the mark in the book of Ezekiel chapter 9, which would have been the Tav mark. The Tav is the last letter in the Hebrew alphabet and is the 22nd letter. The mark of the Antichrist is described in the last book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, which is the 22nd of 22 books in the Bible that have a total of 22 chapters. Hence the 22 years connection to these signs that point to the cleansing of God's church.